I'm David Pearce, Strategic Director for Business Performance here at the Wales Millennium Centre in the United Kingdom. I've been at the centre since it opened in 2004 in a variety of leadership roles. Part of my responsibilities is to lead the customer relationship management strategy and to work with the teams that are involved in it on a day-to-day basis. I've worked in the arts for the last 15 years and prior to that in a variety of private and public sector organisations. The Wales Millennium Centre is a performing arts organisation with 9 resident arts companies, operating on a 7-acre site with 5 auditoriums which range in size from 150 to 2,000 capacity. The centre offers a full range of performing arts genres on its stages. From opera to comedy, it hosts conferences and visual arts exhibitions, engages in a widespread creative learning programme, and in total welcomes 1.5 million people annually. The centre is the 12th most visited attraction in the UK and the largest free attraction in Wales. Today, I hope to show you how the Wales Millennium Centre and a number of partner arts organisations collaborate together to share technologies and services. The main system we share with other arts organisations is our customer relationship management software system, which is called Tessitura. The software enables us to manage our business in a centralised, coordinated approach and provides a 360-degree view of our customers. While the centre is a Tessitura user, I know that the key concepts I will discuss today will be relevant to others and will work in the wider arts community. Owning a software product is like owning a home. There comes a time when you need to move from the old home to a new in order to take advantage of new features. I meet lots of arts organisations that are always saying, we want modern software that meets their needs for ticketing, marketing, memberships and fundraising. Some are operating on legacy systems that do not enable them to take advantage of the features of modern systems. They want a system that can enable them to manage their customer relationship, benefit from the use of e-marketing, transact with customers over the web, and gain real intelligence about their customers from the information they collect to ensure they make the right, timely management decisions in their businesses. However, we all know that resource and funding is increasingly getting harder to access, and some are daunted about making the step change from their old system to the new one. For some, justifying the expense of moving can be really difficult. However, such a system is really business critical. Furthermore, CRM systems such as Tessitura enable organisations to share their system in a privacy-protected manner with others. Shared services is a term that is often discussed, and many just think it only refers to shared functions such as payroll or maintenance. But there are many other ways of sharing and collaborating to enable organisations to achieve their goals. We all know that over the last few years it's definitely got harder operating in an environment that is continually changing, where organisations face increasing financial pressures. Budgets are getting tighter than ever, and we're all trying to achieve more with less resources. The word shared services are very topical, especially here in the United Kingdom. In particular, the subject has been rising up the agenda of our government, which provides widespread financial support for the arts. We feel that sharing a CRM system is a great way to collaborate with like-minded organisations. We know that the arts industry is great at collaborating, as many collaborate on producing an artistic product, so why not on the development of new technologies? The appetite and expectations of our audiences are always increasing and are being driven by their online experiences, especially with commercial organisations in other industries such as the retail sector. Customer needs are changing and they want to engage when they want to and don't want to be restricted only to when the ticket office or membership department are open. Making the step change for lots of arts organisations into the world of new technology is a big initial step, and while many want to make that step change, the resources or skill levels required just may not be there initially. However, the use of technology has to be an opportunity for organisations to leverage efficiencies, to get access to tools that will help them to work smarter and be better informed about their customers and supporters. I really firmly believe that the way forward is for organisations to collaborate together and to enable them to share resources and to work together to common aims. Some organisations I've found are suspicious or even fear collaborating together on back office systems. While some of our customers will have what can be referred to as brand or arts organisation loyalty, many will frequent the arts across venues, genres and organisations. We shouldn't fear collaboration. We should embrace it and work together to leverage opportunities and gain efficiencies. By working together, organisations can deepen audience engagement and broaden the participation in the arts. After all, we all know that the participation in the arts can change people's lives, broaden people's horizons, so why wouldn't we want to do that or make it happen? So how did we evolve to where we are now? Before the building opened, when it was still a construction site and what can only be called a hole in the ground, the centre realised it needed a CRM system. So in 2003, the centre chose Tessitura and became the first UK venue for the software. And then in 2004, opened its doors to the public. After operating for several years, we realised in 2007 that we could share our CRM system with others. We visited like-minded colleagues in the United States and went to see how the Ticketing Philadelphia consortium operates and how they share their system. Then in 2008, we decided to create the Wales Millennium Centre consortium. Like all these things, there are many different ways of setting up how they will operate. We decided as a centre was the most experienced user of the system, then it should act as the leader, provide support to the partners, lead if necessary on the decisions made, and provide direction, as it would no doubt always be slightly ahead of the others in terms of its use of the software. So then we needed to find our first partner. At this stage, we were preparing for a new resident organisation to join the building, which is the BBC National Orchestra of Wales. They operated at the time in a legacy system and needed a new CRM system. It made perfect sense to both parties that as they were to share a building, so they could also share a CRM system. So the proposition to members joining a consortium was that they would get access to state-of-the-art CRM, hosted and maintained by the Wales Millennium Centre using a single database where sensitive data was segregated between organisations, so that each organisation, in the interests of privacy laws, could only see their data and not that of other organisations. All of this in an environment where collaboration was to be encouraged and fostered. So the BBC Orchestra were the first to join, and once they were established, others started to follow. We now have 7 partners in the consortium, including National Dance Company of Wales, BBC National Orchestra of Wales, the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama, Venue Cymru, Pontio, Welsh National Opera, and Liverpool Merseyside's Theatres Trust. As you can see, the organisations are spread across a wide geographical area, with Liverpool being over 200 miles away. So even though each of these organisations are scattered around the country, each day staff arrive at their workplace and log on to the same system at their desks. Some of you may be wondering why. Why create a consortium? Well, we wanted to share the latest technology with other arts organisations that either did not have access to the latest technology or were being inhibited by their legacy systems. We wanted to share a resource that our main funder, the government, had invested in, and we wanted to ensure that we really got this asset to work hard and to be fully utilised. We wanted to provide an environment to enable those in the consortium to collaborate on a variety of levels, not just sharing the software. It has provided the opportunity to pool expertise. While one organisation may be great in one activity, another may be better in another. By sharing this common resource, we see the best practices of one organisation rubbing off on others. Of course, we wanted to share running costs. This has enabled us to demonstrate to funders what great value for money and public benefit we're providing. As we have grown and the relationships have developed, then the cost of new developments in the system have been shared, which means we can operate more efficiently and in many cases don't waste valuable cash on the duplication of effort. However, there are some words of caution here for those who are thinking about embarking on this route. If organisations are considering this way forward, then this is not a way of developing a new commercial revenue stream from the cash contributions made by those organisations joining the consortium. If organisations think this cash generation is the end game, then they'll fail to achieve the main aim of collaborating. However, that said, by working together, collaboration can lead to cost savings and can lead to additional income being generated for all involved. There is a value for money and public benefit proposition being generated here that can be used to demonstrate to funders that the organisations involved are sharing resources rather than instigating wasteful duplication. At the end of the day, to make a collaboration work, it is like any relationship. All sides have got to work at it. Organisations need to develop the right culture for collaboration to succeed, and they need to break down the silos, and they need to continually work at it. It's not about Wales Millennium Centre being the biggest kid on the block. While the centre at the moment is the largest user in the consortium, it's not always the centre leading on developments. For example, the Royal Welsh College of Music and Drama were the first organisation in the consortium to introduce chip and PIN facilities for the taking of in-person credit card payments. From collaborating together, all the organisations have benefited from the learning points of this project. And this has meant that new installations are much easier and faster to deploy. While it's not in the centre's mission or an explicit part of its remit to develop smaller arts organisations, our government funder wants us, wherever possible, to build capacity in the industry. By collaborating together, we are able to bring a cost-effective solution to partners and offer increased public benefit. So from very small conversations, fantastic things can happen. Working together and collaborating has enabled creative development and the use of technology to blossom in our organisations. Together, the teams have developed a number of innovations, and now there are many other examples of this type of innovation taking place across our companies. So in summary, arts organisations do collaborate and can collaborate together. Collaborations will lead to better outcomes for all involved. For a collaboration to succeed, then the participating organisations need to be open to sharing. It's an opportunity for arts organisations to develop their own cultures of cross-working and to help them break down those silos. If there's not a will to share and collaborate, then this style of working just won't succeed. If you feel this is the way forward for you, then you will, first of all, need to get buy-in from your organisation, as you will need to invest time and effort in to get yourself started. After that, of course, it's about finding your first willing partner to collaborate with to get the consortium started. The inscription which is shown here and found at the front of our building contains a Welsh saying, which in English reads, "Creating truth like glass from the furnace of inspiration." We feel that from shared services, we can create an inspirational, transparent collaboration which gives us the opportunity to work smarter, deliver more for our organisations, supporters, funders, and of course our audiences. I hope today I've given you some food for thought, and thanks for listening.